It feels like everything is closing in, right? Like no matter how hard you push, the walls of the system squeeze tighter. That fire inside, that hunger to break free, to build something real, something unstoppable, it's smothered by rules, by red tape, by people who want you to settle, conform, or just fall silent. Every day you wake up, you wrestle with frustration, with anger, with the gnawing feeling that your potential is wasted, that the network around you isn't the network you need. Because here's the brutal truth: you are surrounded by noise, but starving for connection that actually matters. Synergy isn't just a nice word, it's life or death for what you're building, for what you want to create. Without it, everything feels slow, lonely, like pushing uphill on broken legs. This isn't the same tired advice you've heard 1,000 times. Forget shaking hands or collecting business cards. But what if the liberation you crave, the freedom to operate at the level you know you're capable of, isn't about solo hustle or grinding harder? It's about building the kind of network that doesn't just support you, but unlocks you. The kind of network that isn't random, but sharp, fierce, complementary, brutal in its truth and honesty. Not a mass of followers or empty contacts, but those few who get you, who challenge you, who fill in your blind spots and fire your blind faith in the future. Forget superficial connections. The networks that fuel freedom are intentionally designed weapons and shields. They are forged in mutual growth and relentless meritocracy. You don't just find people. You build a web of power with people who amplify your strength and expect you to raise the bar every single day. Here's the secret that has been buried. Real synergy requires brutal clarity. It asks for ruthless self-honesty. You cannot hide. You cannot slack. The people you connect with must see your potential and your flaws in equal measure, and you must do the same for them. No games. No false praise. If you want liberation, this is the price. And once it's paid, the fuel it unleashes is explosive. So start by finding the few who ignite something in you. Those rare minds, those founders, investors, leaders who refuse to be boxed in by borders or outdated ideas. But don't just collect them like trophies. Study them. Understand their strengths, their weaknesses, what drives them. Look for the gaps in your own armor and ask yourself, who fills these gaps? Who brings ideas you never thought of, perspectives you never dared to entertain? This is your forge, your liberation laboratory. You connect with these people not because they are popular or powerful, but because together you become remakers of the world, designers of a new reality. Next, break the illusion that your network needs to be big to be effective. Quality murders quantity here. 10 unbreakable links that push you harder, that demand excellence, that give honest feedback and pull you toward growth. These 10 are worth more than 1,000 passive acquaintances. Make your connections work. Structure your interactions so that every exchange forces growth on both sides. Cultivate an ecosystem where power, trust, capital flow only if they're truly earned, constantly. This is dynamic meritocracy in action, and it's the foundation of the freedom you want. No shortcuts, no nepotism, just pure earned value. Then, dismantle your own internal borders the same way you hack the external world. Your mind cannot remain trapped in national, social, or ideological boxes. Your allegiance is not to a flag or a faction, but to the mission of becoming. A mission that demands you think globally, strategically, relentlessly, transcend tribalism, embrace diversity, not just tolerate it, but actively seek out radically different worldviews that shatter your patterns and push your evolution faster. This is not about comfort. It's a battlefield of ideas where the weak fall away and only the strongest, most creative, most adaptable thrive. Remember, freedom means choosing your own rules, your own values, your own path. But too many are enslaved by inherited systems, by beliefs planted in childhood, by comforts sold as freedoms. Break these chains consciously. Declare war on the automatic obedience to outdated norms. Choose absolute freedom, not chaos, but the freedom to create rules that serve your vision and the network that supports it. This is what liberation looks like. It's not given. It's wrenched from the maw of systems designed to keep you small. Here's the part most miss. Capital itself can be a tool of transformation, not just profit. Use it ruthlessly to fund impossible bets. Invest in yourself and those few in your network who refuse to settle, who demand to build anew. Stop funding the status quo. Stop supporting mediocrity dressed as stability. Pour money, time, resources into ventures that break patterns, that scale human potential beyond borders and limits. Constructive capitalism fuels liberation by unleashing forces that no outdated system can stop. This network, this alliance of the few, the founders, the creators, the relentless risk-takers, is a force that can't be unmade. Once built, it lifts all within it. Because building it means sparking a chain reaction of overcoming. Each breakthrough feeds the next. Each individual success is a strike against the world's prisons and limitations. You are no longer isolated fighters. You become a storm of change. Start now. Identify one critical link you need. Who can push you from complacency to revolution? Reach out, be vulnerable and direct, show what you're missing and what you're ready to give in return. Build rituals of connection. Regular, brutal check-ins where real talk happens, where failures are dissected and wins are celebrated fiercely. This is not networking. This is forging an army of self-liberated individuals hungry for impact. And don't stop there. Amplify this cycle. Bring in a second, a third, then a dozen more who fit this mold. Constantly prune the weak, the passive, the status quo lovers. Your network must be alive, ever-changing, always growing sharper. It's not safe. It's not easy. But it is the only path to the kind of freedom that shakes the foundations of the fake worlds built for complacency. Imagine a global web. No borders, no hierarchies, only chains of power built on respect, merit, and a shared thirst to remap reality. This is not a dream. This is strategy. This is liberation. This is your mission. You don't have time to wait around for change. The system won't give it. The world lies, but together, through relentless synergy, you can build the network that will shatter those lies and free not just yourselves, but everyone who dares to follow. It's brutal. It's raw. It's real. And it's waiting for you to claim it.